What's up, YouTube? In this video, we're playing Jocasta, but we're doing it in a C3 deck, Cerebro, with Jocasta in a little bit of a different way than I've seen online. We're making it work with Warlock and Mega Sentinel, but mainly the fun plays for me are the Warlock Jocasta C3 plays. Before I talk too much about it, let's get into the elevator pitch. So the pitch here is it's Cerebro 3, as you might expect, with a couple differences. The Jocasta, the Warlock, enabling you to get 10 reduction on turn 6, so that you can throw priority, play down a whole bunch of things, hopefully Cerebro Mystique, you know, Shang-Chi, you can play Luke Cage on the last turn, Killmonger, even Quake to sometimes flip lanes, and you're doing that all just by playing 2 cards. That's the pitch. You can do some more fun things that you'll see in the gameplay highlights, but let's get into the card by card. Before we do the card by card though, just want to say if you're not subscribed to the channel, you enjoy this content, you enjoy off-meta deck highlights and guides. I do usually one a week, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. So please subscribe to the channel, enjoy the videos. That's all I have to say about that. First card, Bast. Didn't play with Bast at first in the deck, tweaked it to include because it's just too good. I mean, we're not playing a lot in the early turns, so being able to play a Bast on 1 or 2 and bring your Cerebro and Mystique up to 3 is just too good. Too good to not include. I think Bast is a staple in C3, and C3 is a deck that I don't play. So before this deck, I haven't really played it, so I'm figuring out firsthand how good Bast is in this deck. Quake is the next card. I'm a bit of a Quake apologist, but it just, with certain locations, straight up wins matches. You see Nexus, you see Bar with no name, Quake can come in and be an all-star. Sometimes it also just helps with location control. In general, very helpful in a Cerebro deck. To that end, Scarlet Witch. Man, I have such a love-hate relationship with this card. It is the way to change a location in C3. There's really not other options except for Merlin, but I didn't want to clog up my hand with a bunch of once and futures and polymorphs that I can't use. So Scarlet Witch it is. This card cost me just as many games as it won. There's so many locations in the game that mess with Cerebro, but sometimes it's a necessary evil. Yeah. I would say the thing I've learned with Scarlet Witch in C3 is to play it earlier than you think you need to, just so you don't screw yourself out of a bunch of cubes. Cerebro, obviously, it's Cerebro, next card. Mystique, it's Cerebro, next card. Luke Cage. I do not play Luke Cage in a lot of my Cerebro decks. People have called me out in the comments for it. I still think that it's the right call. I'm usually going to lose those matchups anyway. I don't see a ton of affliction. If I was, I would include it more. But in this deck, I do feel like it is more necessary. And the fact that I can Bast it to make it not a, problem play for me is helpful. So that's why Luke Cage made the cut this time around. Jocasta, I was trying to try out it in a C3 deck, and it is a ton of fun with Warlock and Omega Sentinel. I'll get into that as I get to those cards, but just know that Jocasta is a powerful card. I'm sure that you've seen many decks playing it to this point, and it's only been out for a day, less than a day at time of recording. Really fun card. Killmonger in a C3 deck, it's obviously quite good, and I only play Bast as my 1-drop. Therefore, this is a free play that can sometimes straight up win the game by taking out Nebula and Demons and Infinity Stones, all that fun stuff. Now, Warlock. Okay, so I originally was playing this deck before Jocasta released, and I was going to make a video on it, but I never quite got there. Because Warlock on its own, what I was trying to do is obviously skip turn 5, like Warlock decks do, and then that's a way to get Cerebro on the board cheaply and without opponents disrupting it. So that's my idea with Warlock, but with Jocasta, it's just up to the next level. You can just play Jocasta and Warlock, activate on turn 5, both of them, and now on turn 6, you're going to have like 2 0-cost Cerebro and Mystique, a 1-cost Shang-Chi, and a full-cost Quake or something, and you just win the game with that. So super fun, enables crazy burst potential on turn 6. Bastion is here. If you don't see all of your fun activate nonsense coming together, you can just Cerebro on 3, Bastion on 4, that's a pretty good setup, honestly. And that's why it's here. Omega Sentinel, you can use it with Jocasta. Sometimes you don't see, you know, your Warlock, and this can just be a fine play too. You're giving -14 to the other side of the board, potentially messing up their plays, plus just having this be a Cerebro hit. I think Omega Sentinel's quite good in this deck. Shang-Chi is a superstar. Even only hitting one card, it just, especially when it's getting Warlock discounts, it just wins games. Just make sure that you're playing it before activating Omega Sentinel. Otherwise, you're gonna, you know, maybe not hit the target you intended to hit with Shang. And that's all of it. We're back to the beginning. So that's all the cards in the deck. I got a lot of fun games here. I only played, I think, 17 games with this tonight. But we did have a positive win rate and a decent cube rate. And I think as I keep playing, it'll get better. I'm up at around 10,000 infinite, climbed from 12,000 or so. But yeah, that's the deck. Please enjoy this highlight video. Actually, I will play Bast because I'd rather that not come down on Sakar. I'd be fine with like Omega Sentinel or Luke. Okay. Quicksilver and Green Goblin in a 12 card deck, so it's like a Wiccan Clog or something. Okay. Ugh. Stinking Monster Island. We'll just play Jocasta. So it's like a mill deck. Okay. I get our Cerebro. Ugh. Let's play Luke. They're drawing pretty poorly here. So activate the Jocasta on War. Oh, they retreat. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting to win that one. I think they must have tried to clog here with the Hobgoblin or something. Kang deck. Okay, we actually have Cerebro in hand, which is nice. Been a couple games since we did that. Okay, some kind of skills deck, I assume. I think we'll just Bast. Gonna need Scarlet Witch for Nidavellir if we want to play there at all. We'll see what they get. Hopefully not Cerebro. Galacta doesn't help us. There's Scarlet Witch. If we had Bastion in hand, we'd consider Cerebro. But for now, I think I'll just Luke. I like playing Luke proactively sometimes because it can draw rogues or enchantress and leave our Cerebros clear. So on turn 4 without any other activates, Jocasta is not very good. We could Quake and Scarlet Witch. That being said, if we play Jocasta, we could use it with an Omega Sentinel or Warlock next turn. Preferably Warlock. Okay. So now I think I just want to Killmonger and Scarlet Witch. Okay. So hitting the Quinjet's pretty big. Now we just see if Cerebro Mystique's enough. Think like that. Separated from Luke Cage in case they throw something down there. That's fine. That's fine too. Should be okay. Yep. Alright. I got nothing for the Abbey. See if they do. My favorite play with Quake lately has been Bar with No Name. If Bar with No Name pops up and you have a Quake, you usually just win the game. Okay, we just Bastin here. I think so. I think we'll play it on the Abbey. Cool, just Mysterio means we should be able to draw next turn. That's gonna have to be Scarlet Witched. Luke's my only real option here. I don't need a Quake. Next turn right now, the play would be Omega Sentinel, which isn't that good, but and I can really only play it on left without knowing if I'm, well, I have Quake, so I can, okay. They do get their draw too. See our Mystique. And Cerebro. Interesting. I'm just gonna play Omega Sentinel. I got some kind of crazy buffs going now. I don't know about this. This probably does not line up how I want. Maybe we hit Gwenpool, we double up on the Mockingbird, we win right and left. We'll see. It's a Mysterio deck. They're definitely playing a few things here. They play Omniversal Presence on the Davalier. That's pretty savage. And they're probably... Huh? Let's see what this is on the left. Red Guardian? Okay. Yeah, I think we win. Gamble paid off. Hit Mockingbird and then Red Guardian. And the Luke protects us from the Red Guardian too, which is fun. Cool. What we get? Orca. No thanks. Like the Dark Dimension. Just gonna get stats down on the board. I thought maybe I could trap something for them, but that's cool. Bast is nice. I think we're just basting. Hitting Cerebro Mystique's too good with that. Gambit and Agatha. Alright, we got the Hela Agatha deal. So now we just start stacking up here, right? We do not want priority. And so far we don't have it. Do this, and we play a Shang to protect over here. Shang and Scarlet Witch. Let's see. So Hela's trapped here. Maybe. Sif. If this is Hela, we're gonna have to get some nice hits here. Gambit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these are both 9s. Cool. The odds were in our favor that time. Pretty okay with all these hits. Prefer not Scarlet Witch, but it'd be okay. That's a good one. It's really good if we draw Omega Sentinel. I'm gonna wait in case we need to use Scarlet Witch on the right. Opponent likes the Jocasta. I just realized I got Red Hulk. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Ooh. But we got Shang-Chi. And we have a Mega Sentinel. And Warlock. They have Pixie, so... I bet they're about to, like, Cosmic Ghost Rider us over here or something. Not gonna snap, but I am gonna stay. Because we're making a YouTube video. Misery and the Blink. Okay. Let's do this. Wiccan. Okay. I'm feeling bullish here. I'm feeling spicy. Let's see. Activate. 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 Pass. Howard, I love it. Love seeing Howard. Domino. You get the star eyes. Okay, the Red Hulk goes up, which is nice because we can Shang it. Unfortunately, we kind of wasted an Omega Sentinel hit, but that's fine. Our Shang didn't hit any buffs. Well, now I don't know if I want to Shang. We probably don't need to. We Cerebro and Mystique. That's gonna make these 9, so we'll have 27. And we do this. Maybe in ending with Scarlet Witch in case it adds power or something. Alright, let's see. What's that Hulkling? Isan. No. The heck? Pixie Hulkling into the big house? It's disrespectful. Pull something small. Or nothing at all. Touchdown. Nice. We'll take it. Unfazed Waffle. I feel like I've played against them before. Ooh, Camartage. Not good for my deck. And if it's good for theirs, we're gonna Scarlet Witch that up. That's pretty good for their deck. Another Arishem, Thanos, Monstrosity. Oh. Okay. Job done for us. Ooh, still don't want this. Still Scarlet Witch. Now, are we going to want to go... Alright, I just have to have faith they'll play something in Throne Room bigger. Do we want to go the Cerebro Bastion route or Warlock? Right now I'm thinking Warlock because I don't want to tip off to them I'm playing C3 yet. This animation is so much fun. I mean, hold on. Cerebro Bastion's pretty good in hand. Yeah. We can still draw Quake for that nonsense. And we did. We got Killmonger for all their ones. They could mess with us here with priority, but otherwise we're drawing a 2-3 Cerebro on top of what we have on board. Okay. This is all fine so far. They're going to see what we're doing. I think we just do this, because then we can Shang and Cerebro. Shang hits their Mockingbird. Yeah. Okay. That's a big lane. Only problem, of course, is if we hit their Mockingbird, the Bastion becomes a 6. So if we hit Thanos here and do this, is that enough? Okay. As long as the Cerebro lives, we're fine. Come on, live. Oh, M'Baku. He came in. Cool. Hope you enjoyed those games. Jocasta, Warlock, underrated combo. Ton of fun. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Click the bell or whatever. I think you get notified every time I put up a fun new deck video. You can be the first to see it. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you guys later.